Jennifer Hurvitz, and welcome to Doing Relationships Right. Raw, authentic, and insightful, this podcast is a no bullshit look at all things dating and relationships during midlife. The good, the not so good, and the what the hell was that? No worries, I've got you. And we'll figure it all out together without taking ourselves too seriously here on Doing Relationships Right. Did you guys notice it's spring? Spring has sprung. It's April and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful outside, hopefully where you are. It's beautiful where I am. So we're going to talk about spring and dating and having a new mindset and being positive and realizing that, guess what, guys? If you're single, whether it's because you want to be, or whether it's because you are recently divorced, or because you are just coming out of a relationship, whatever the reason, if you're dating right now, it's time to realize that, you know what? It should be fun. Dating should be a positive experience rather than a negative one that sacrifices your mental health and your well-being. So we're going to manifest positive everything, positive thoughts, positive emotions, just positivity, manifestation of good thoughts and good stuff coming into your life. This is a positive podcast today about dating, all things dating, and what we can do to zhuzh up our profiles for the spring and our bios and our pictures and all that good stuff. And just realize that, I don't know, by like prioritizing the fun in dating, we're going to create a more well-rounded approach to things. And you're going to be happier in all aspects of your life. If we just take the negativity out and replace it with positive thoughts, you're going to find a partner who is positive, hopefully, and wants to be around you rather than finding a person who thinks you're negative Nelly, which sucks. Okay. So let's just put it out there and say this. You're not going to get away from the apps. You're just not. Okay. In 2023, the trends are showing that the dating apps are where people are finding people. And if you are going to try and find a cute meet, quote unquote cute meet, which means meeting someone in real life, you're going to be, it's going to be harder or more difficult than finding someone on an app. And I think that people are realizing that, like, you got to use them. And yes, it's frustrating and sure, it's a pain in the ass. And yeah, but, research is indicating actually that dating apps can lead to less divorce. That's true. And it's only fair to predict. I'm actually reading this right now from The Knot, which says that dating apps, it's only fair to predict that more couples will now turn to technology to strengthen the health of their relationship in all forms. So people are actually looking and Googling, and they're on their apps and they're researching and they're building healthy habits with tech. Okay. So try to understand and deal with the fact that if you don't want to be on the dating apps, don't do it. It just don't. But then realize that you're going to have to get out there and put yourself in positions and situations where you're going to meet people in real life. For example, if you are at the grocery store and you're in aisle 4 and your head is in your phone and you're talking on the phone to a girlfriend and a cute guy walks by and you choose not to talk to him, how are you going to meet anyone? Or if you work at a place with all women and you're looking to find a guy, that's not going to happen. So you have to place yourself in situations where you are going to meet people of the opposite sex or the same sex or whoever you're dating, whomever you're dating. Otherwise, you have to go on the apps and you have to use them and you have to be positive about it. So that's just the thing. And being able to understand that the trends are where they are and just coming to grips with it, I think is the first step is admitting. The first step is admitting that that's where we are in 2023. I know it's tough. Another thing that is really a trend, talking about trends today, trends in dating for 2023 are sober dates. Lots of people are really having a refreshed focus on wellness in 2023 and their approach to all kinds of habits, being healthier, having a better mindset, consumption habits and tendencies, less drug use, less alcohol use, especially on dates. So, they're called like damp dates, sober curious, whatever, which is really interesting because my partner in crime over here at Doing Relationships Right is SoberLink. So I'm getting a little plug right now, soberlink.com. Go check them out. There's nothing wrong with going on a date and not drinking, not doing, let's meet for drinks or let's have a drink on this date or let's go for drinks. No, you can do other things. You can go for a walk. You can meet for ice cream. You could, there's so many things you could do. You could, go to a baseball game, go to, there's so many things you could do. And also you can create better memories if you're sober. which just makes more sense, right? Yeah. So instead of like dinner and drinks, maybe you want to do something like, let me think. I don't know, hobbies. Let's talk about your hobbies. Talk about the things you're interested in together. Like find, instead of like saying, what's your favorite restaurant? Say, what's your favorite sport? What's your favorite thing to do? Want to go for a hike? How about yoga? How about going for an infrared sauna date and going for, what's that called? A soak or a cleanse? No, not a cleanse. When you go for the ice freezing cold thing. What's it called? A plunge. That would be fun. Going to the beach. It doesn't always have to include alcohol. That's a big trend. Also, another trend in 2023, which I love, which I talk about all the time, avoiding situationships. So guys, I talk about this all the time. Women are not, actually men too, a lot of men. People don't want a pen pal anymore. They don't want to, meet on an app, match on an app, go back and forth the conversation and then text for weeks. That just doesn't work. And also that's a textationship, right? When you text and text and text and you never ask her out. Situationship is when you are stuck in a situation that is going nowhere. Right? People want to move to the next stage. They want to be dating. They want to be able to move forward in the relationship. So daters are now, they're advocating for the things that they want. They're using their words and they're choosing their words carefully. And I appreciate that. And that's how I coach. I tell my clients all the time, look, there's no shame in this dating game. Upfront, saying what you want, because it's frustrating otherwise. And it's frustrating to consistently date someone who wants, nothing or who isn't looking for a relationship. So if there's no progression to the next stage in the dating situation you're in, get out. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Here you are at midlife. Your boobs have entered a new zip code. You have jeans older than your daughter's new fiance. And now you're single again. But is that cause for a crisis? Hell no. It's time to pick yourself up, Buttercup. Whether you're freshly unhitched, just dipping your toesies back into the dating pool, or ready to dive into a new relationship, my new book, Midlife Priceless, a dating coach's guide to finally doing relationships right, has you covered with new dating and relationship advice tailored to meet you wherever you are in your relationship journey. Join me, Jennifer Hurvitz, author of best-selling books, One Happy Divorce and Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, as I share BS-free tips and laugh out loud personal anecdotes to help set you on the path toward finally doing dating and relationships right. Grab your copy of my new book, Midlife Priceless, at jenniferhurvitz.com. That's jenniferhurvitz.com.
It's like you've got to say what you want and move forward. So more and more people are realizing that they can have whatever relationship they want, whether it's, ethical non-monogamy, or it's, they want to be an open relationship. They want to be polyamorous. You can figure out the relationship you're looking for as long as the person that you're with is looking for the same thing. Okay. But I think the concept of the situationship and other similar type of like textationships and pen pals and that kind of bullshit is really going to be passé. We're going to get rid of it. And I think that most people aren't going to stick around for it because I think people want relationships. That's the trend, which is exciting. And I think that's cool that people are really wanting to be one person. I think that's a trend. I do. Also, intentional dating is a trend in 2023, which I think it was 2022 also, as far as I'm concerned. And so if you are dating in 2023, you probably are on one or two, if not three, dating apps, right? So there's no denying that you're on these apps and you're probably, hopefully, being a little bit more conscious about your swiping. You're not just swiping on every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? And having a conversation with everybody you meet. And I actually have a piece of data here I want to share with you about that. Let me find it. The Knot 2022 surveyed over 5,000 couples who got engaged or married within the last year and found that over 1 in 4 respondents met online. Okay, let me read that again. Okay. It says, I'm trying to find it. The Knot 2022 Jewelry and Engagement Study. Okay, so these are people who got engaged, which surveyed over 5,000 couples who got engaged or married within the last year, found that over 1 in 4 respondents met online. Interesting. See, I love this. I love this shit. This makes me happy. There's hope. So yeah, be conscious about who you're swiping on. Don't waste your time. Okay. And actually, I think it's great. I think that these are the trends that we need to know about, the trends that are moving forward. And, you're being intentional about who you're choosing. You're being intentional about who you're
who you're talking to. And I think that's great. I really do. Also, another trend that's coming out, well, that's happening right now in 2023 is infladating. Infladating, like inflation, which I talk about all the time with my dates. With my clients, I tell them, look, don't call them dates, call them meets, right? A lot of people are realizing that they don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on a date. They don't need to take someone out to dinner and drinks and a movie or a play or go to the opera or go, no. How about just a cup of coffee? It's expensive. Dating is expensive, especially now that you don't know, if this person's going to be in your life. And it's expensive and you have more dating, you're dating more people, right? So like, you've got to like realize, no. You've got to chill out, right? So like picnics, mini golf, drive-ins, that's like, those are like, how about the axe throwing or hiking, camping, barbecues, things that are not expensive, things that are not going to cost you money, a walk in the park, an ice cream cone, and also keep the dates under an hour. I don't know why people are going on first dates that are hours. Save something for the next date. Leave something to the imagination. I say half an hour or less. I've always said that, and I'm sticking to it, people. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. I mean, I just think like things are changing. Things are changing, being more intentional, being able to spot things. Like I think there's so much good information out on the internet right now and the podcasts and in books. Like people know what love bombing is. People know how to spot one. People know how to spot, people with narcissistic tendencies. People are more aware of red flags. Y'all are good. You're good. You can't hide this shit anymore, people. So I think that it's really, really important that you're on your toes and you're on your game. And when you're doing your bios, guys and girls too, when you're writing your bios, you're not using buzzwords like no drama or not looking for crazy. You know what to write and what not to write because it's all out there, right? And you can Google how to write a bio or things that are important in a bio or when you're choosing your profile pictures. Y'all know what to do now. You know what to do. Everybody can pick up a book. They could pick up my book. They could Google how to choose the best profile picture. And you're going to get the information you need. Do this right. To do dating right. So it's out there. It's available to you. The gaslighting, all that stuff. You guys know, what to look for. Okay. You've got this. You can do it. So being intentional, having a positive mindset. The trends of 2023 are moving forward quickly. No situationships, picking dates that are not expensive. I just love all this. I think it's all really positive and I don't know, I'm excited for you guys. So if you need help dating, find a coach that knows what they're doing. Find a coach that has lived it, that understands it, and gets it. Okay, that's really super important. And I'm sticking to it. So dating trends of 2023. I'm happy to be here today with you. Thank you to SoberLink, my sponsor. And I don't know, that's all I got for you. Pick good pictures, you guys. Pick good profile pictures. Your first picture should be smart and smiling. No sunglasses, no fuzzy bullshit. And yeah. That's it. I don't know. I keep going on and on because I feel like I have so much information to give you. But happy 2023 in dating. Get used to the apps and don't fight them. And that's it. I'm sticking to it. Follow for more at Doing Relationships Right or JenniferHurvitz.com. Peace, love, and so much truth. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Doing Relationships Right. Don't forget, if you love the show, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast episodes. And grab my book, Midlife, Priceless, a dating coach's guide to finally doing relationships right on Amazon, Target.com, or my website, JenniferHurvitz.com. Thanks for listening and see you next week. Peace, love, and so much truth.